So if you guys didn't know, I actually have a Suzuki Swift variant, like basically just a Suzuki dedicated Facebook page group, and we're based out of Canada. It's called Suzuki Swift Life Canada, and it is on Facebook. I can add the link for the group down in the description. And I did just release some shirts that are available, and I'll post the Etsy down below. So I'll have that, and I'll also have decals available. And if you want decals, please get a hold of me on Facebook. They will be available through messaging me on Facebook, as I don't have them on the Etsy yet. Once I get enough of them, I will put them on the Etsy, but for right now, it's a lot easier for me to deal with the stickers through Facebook, as I'm getting them local, and the shirts, I have another company making them for me, so that's why it's easier to do that through Etsy. I'd like to have everything integrated into one eventually, and once I get the ball rolling here, we'll get that started. So yeah, check out the Etsy and check out the Facebook group. There's a lot of people that aren't from Canada that are in the group as well. We got a lot of people from the United States, a lot of people from Ecuador and Puerto Rico, and a couple guys from Amsterdam, all over the place. It's actually really cool to see what kind of people are out there and want to support even just a page that is locally Canadian. I've been hard at work. I never brought my camera with me because I didn't actually expect to get this far, to be honest. But last night I started by pulling the fenders off this car, and I just shoved the wires through here because the body harness, the front portion, comes through the fenders and then into the engine bay on both sides. Don't mind the mess. This has just been a garbage bin. But you can see there's no harness on the firewall. Hi, Nimbus. He's been wandering around. Anyway, pulled the dash apart. Had the factory one out of a Pontiac Firefly, so it's not the charcoal one. So I don't really care about this dash. But pulled that out, had to pull the seats out, pulled all the body harness out, so the only little bit of wiring that's left in here is all the aftermarket stuff that we put in. Hi. Hi. Here's the dash wiring and some of the car alarm speakers wiring that was in that car. Pulled the fender liner out and pulled the fender off this car. And that's just so I can get to the wiring. As I said, it comes through the side of the vehicle and into the engine bay. So I've done the white car, now I'm going to do the red cars. So now I'm going to pull all this engine wiring out because, oh, and the body harness, because none of this is going to work with the GT engine, since we're putting the GT, the 4-cylinder twin cam, in here. And we are upgrading to the Mark III interior. So this dash out of the Mark III, I actually had another white car that had the charcoal interior. So we are going to combine the Mark II GT interior with this base model Mark III. And I also have the other door panel piece, because this goes on the top of the door card and it butts up against the dash. On the Mark II, I'll show you, it actually is the same thing, butts up to the dash, but they have vents. And with the other dash, it does not have the vents on the door card side. So we're going to take the lower half. This is not the GT, this is base model Firefly, but I have the other stuff. The lower half here I'm going to attach to the new door card pieces, which also have different interior handles, so that it matches the dash. Basically, that's the only piece I need to combine together. The rest of that I can put the Mark II GT stuff in, and it should just look fairly seamless. I do have everything for this dash and all that to put it in, but the biggest thing is I don't have a Mark III GT harness. So what that means is I'm going to have to combine a few things together to make the new harness work. Basically, I have to figure out how to combine these wiring harnesses together, that or finally cave in and try and find a Mark III dash and forward harness. All right, so we're at the point where we just pulled the GTI gas tank out. So in here we have a GTI fuel pump, all the wiring for it and all this. And so the reason why I'm pulling that out, one, I need the fuel pump because we're putting the GTI motor in this car. Here's the second reason. There is no gas tank. The reason why there's no gas tank is I actually pulled it out to put in the blue car. Bet you my hair is on point today. So we're gonna slam this into the red car so that when the time comes we will already have the feeling for the engine.
Alrighty, we see a wild Kevin jacking up a car. Tell us, buddy, what you up to?
Gas tank.
And why are we doing the gas tank?
Because this one doesn't have one and that one has the fuel pump that we need.
So this gas tank is going into this car.
That's right.
Because this is the new body for this car. So all the guts of this guy is gonna go in this guy because this body's actually better. Because this one, as you guys can see, like it's pretty damaged, like fucked to no repair, and we're not gonna repair it. This one's just gonna go to scrap.
Well, it is repairable, it's just...
No, it's going to scrap.
Maybe. Keep the upper piece here and replace the lower piece.
But in other news, let's look at my convertible. Look how beautiful she is. I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding.
Show off your car if you want.
No, it's a nice car, but she's old news right now. Okay, let's go back.
Anyway, I don't know if we're going to be replacing the lower bumper only and keeping this up here and putting rear fog lights in it or what. But that's for later news. First off, what I want to try and do is I want to put the gas tank in here, get the fuel management system ready, and then wire up the whole car, get a new windshield in this thing.
Hello, kitty.
I'm just going to use these to prop up the gas tank. It's got a little bit of gas in it, so it's not the lightest thing in the world. But it's big enough where it's awkward to bench press it by yourself. So it's smarter to jack up one side. May only need one tire, I don't know yet. But. Well, that was very frustrating. I hate putting gas tanks in, especially when they still have gas in it. I didn't actually have anything to drain the gas into, so it was kind of a shame to see some hit the ground there. But it's in. Then I lost a bolt. It was buried here for me stepping and rolling on it. I have to pull this fender off, so I've pulled that corner marker off and get inside there, pull the inner liner out for the wheel well. So we can get the fender off because there's a bolt here, a bolt here, and a bolt here. I know it's hard to see. Got dark really quick, but I just got all the wiring apart. You can't see it in my hand, but we're gonna try and pull it through. See how much of a mess it is. Oh, lick. Didn't realize how little I pulled out of this thing. ECU and wiring harness. Try and unplug the fuse panel quick. Okay, there's that. So, just trying to figure out where this pulls through. There. That's one harness in the car. There's the forward harness. So this controls headlights and signals, anything forward of the dash. And then this piece here is the side that runs all the way to the other side of the vehicle. So this part is where it integrates into the body harness, I believe. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to remove as much wiring as I can tonight. So I'm gonna pull the other side in, pull this piece off. All right, so we pulled out the complete forward harness. It is now separate from the body harness, and it actually hooks up there. Oh, I'll tell you this though, you screw up your hands a lot more working on pulling out these clips here more than anything. Like I stabbed myself underneath the nail, wearing off skin, like cut myself a few times. Oh, I'm gonna clean up. I'm gonna go inside. I have a shower, I'm full of gasoline still. But just like to show you where I'm at. Here we got everything placed back on, so it looks mostly complete on the outside. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm really excited to see this car going. Anyway, have yourself a good one.